Hey guys, Chris here. Look who I ran into.
Oh, wait, your name's Chris as well?
Yeah, right?
Oh,
Who knew? Right? Yeah, Deranged Duncan here. We're about to check this shit out. I've been here Fridays, Saturdays. This is your first day, right?
First time since 2014?
That's right. Yeah, freaking, what do you think of the show so far? I mean, from what you've seen, we haven't checked it out yet, but
I thought it'd be a little bit more packed.
Right?
Based on the hype you got on the website, like they're saying, oh, it's almost sold out, this, that.
Right. I don't know, maybe it's like they did the whole tattoo expo, so maybe that turned a lot of fans off.
You know what? I know what it is.
What's that?
I know exactly what it fucking is.
What's that?
People want to go watch the WrestleMania pre-show, so they're all getting their parties ready.
Got a good point.
Yeah, that's what it is. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah. I've been here Friday, Saturday. Gonna check it out. I know it's your first time, so you're pretty hyped, right? Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Pulp Fiction. Dave Dakota at the Full Moon booth.
That's right.
Serbian film director, and who else?
Sweet. All right. Let's go check it out. Awesome, man. See anything you like?
Just this picture. I would, but it's gay as fuck, so moving on. I would, but, you know, it's better than that, so, like, I would, but it's still better than Superman. I would, but it's still better than Superman, so. This is better than this. Just saying.
Promoting BC Butcher up here. Let's see what else we got. What we got, Chris?
You were just disrupting some media right there with some promo, weren't you?
Right. Yeah. Let's see what we got. We got Sid Haig over here.
Shit the bed.
Right. We got Bill Mosley right next to him. Who else we got? Got some awesome fucking t-shirt booths.
When we go around, man.
Let's go check it. Holy shit, Chris, we just met John Russo. Got a few autographs, and what happened?
Oh, man. So I guess they got some autographs, and they're shooting some pickup shots for a movie called My Uncle John is a Zombie, I believe it's called.
Yep.
And we're going to be in the credits.
All right. That's pretty fucking awesome. What about back here? What's back here? Oh, is that Severin?
Films.
Now you're the expert on that, right?
I love Southern Films. Always have great, sleazy European exploitation films that you can't find anywhere else. And at conventions, there's always exclusive deals.
All right. Let's go check that out.
Let's do it.
My, what do we have here, Chris? Got some bootlegs going.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Right, what do we got here? Let's see.
Find anything interesting over here?
Let's see. What? Filipino Spider-Man, huh? What do you think of that? Check that out. What?
Holy adobo.
Right?
Man.
Let's see, what else we got? We got Turkish Spider-Man over here with Captain America. Whoop.
Whoa.
Is that Santo? Yeah, I think it is.
Dude, who needs the modern day Avengers when you have these Avengers?
Oh, let's see what else we got. Let's see what else we got. Oh,
What'd you find?
this is an Academy Award winner here. We got Turkish Exorcist.
I love that cover.
Right?
Damn.
Let's see. Oh, damn, is that in the book? Oh,
wait.
Oh, let's see what else we got. Oh, my. I think I saw something. Let me see. Oh, yep, here it is.
What'd you find now?
Not Plan 9, Plan 9.1 from outer space. What do you think of that?
I'm curious. I never knew they made such a thing.
Right? I just caught that right now.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Let's see what else they got over here. Oh, man. Oh, they got some Star Wars ones, Star Wars short films right there.
You also got the Star Wars Holiday Special, which I think is over here somewhere, too.
Oh.
A movie George Lucas didn't want people to see, I guess. I've never seen it. Have you?
I have never seen it. I've always been curious, though.
Looks like it's so bad.
Oh, I think I found something you'll like over here.
Oh, what?
Check this out. Oh, what you got? You said you wanted to meet the Pulp Fiction guest, right?
Yes.
Maybe you could have him sign that. Pulp Phantom.
What the fuck?
Right? No joke, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's your
Let's see the back.
What the hell? Oh, my.
Holy shit. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, is that Jigsaw? Is that a Saw prequel here? Maybe? No?
I like that cover, though.
Right? Where's Tobin Bell's name on this? Well, I don't see it.
What, just like the other movies, you gotta survive.
Right?
Signed by two twins.
Right? Let's see. What's that be? What could that be?
Oh my God! VHS heaven here.
Right?
Two different copies.
Right? Seriously. I could have the twins sign that. You know, if they weren't charging $80.
Wait, what? Oh man.
Right?
Up there's with two Portland lawnmowers.
Yeah, don't think we'll be doing that. Let's see what else we got over here. So, do have some good ones. Got Beetlejuice.
I saw something that Danny would like, Midnight Video.
Oh, is that right? Holy shit, Chris. The Shining Twins, how much are they charging? Did we see the prices?
$80. And you were talking about a bigger poster is $15 extra.
Right.
$85 for them?
It's like, oh, it's $80, and if you want a bigger one, it's only $15 extra, right?
Hey, the Soska sisters. I'm not paying for that shit. Revenge.
At the Unreleased Film booth.
Oh, I will.
Check it out.
Awesome. Thanks. That was what I was looking for, actually.
Yeah, right?
Oh, man, what do we have over here? From Unearthed Films to... I don't know what the hell just got unearthed over here.
Me either.
That is pretty gnarly.
The things you find at Days of the Dead.
Indeed. No telling what we're going to find next.
Yeah, let's find out. Got Reggie Bannister from Phantasm here. Got his table going. I'm still waiting for Ravager. What about you? You waiting for that new Phantasm?
Dying for forever on that thing, man.
Right?
I'm waiting.
Something's better come out soon. That's better. Hey guys, it's Chris back here. I just got back from 3 full days of Days of the Dead. Got the weekend pass this time. Got to hang out with my buddy Deranged Duncan, Chris. Always freaking awesome hanging out with you, bro. You know what? I surprised myself actually. I think this was been going to conventions since like 2009, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first ever show I actually bought more merchandise than autographs, which usually it's like the complete opposite of that. So anyway, now it's off to show you guys what I bought. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, first up, there's a little film called Intruder. believe it or not, I had actually seen this film, I want to say about 2 years ago, having no idea, absolutely no idea, it was a Full Moon Features movie. So me and Chris walk up to the Full Moon Features table. I see this. I had to pick it up. I mean, how could you not? $10? Bruce Campbell has a fun little cameo, you know. As long as you don't go in expecting, you know, like Ash from Evil Dead or something, you should be able to enjoy that. Sam Raimi's in this. Can't really give too many details on his character because, you know, spoilers. But it's a fun little flick, man. It's about a grocery store, and it's like overnight. Everybody's, you know, packing up, doing inventory, stuff like that. And one by one, you know, the grocery store employees start getting picked off one by one. You guys can see the back here. It's a pretty fun little flick, man. They start getting killed off one by one. It's they kind of give you little like subtle hints, you know, throughout the entire movie of it's sort of a whodunit, you know, in the vein of like the original Friday the 13th, even Friday the 13th Part 5, you know, just dropping little subtle hints here and there, trying to throw you off track, I guess, you know. But if you guys love gore, it's, you know, it's a fun. If you're a huge fan of slasher movies, you guys will love this. Moving on, next up, I got a little film called Trophy Heads. I had purchased this at the Delirium signing at Dark Dell a couple weeks back. But as you guys can see there, I got Brink Stevens with Days of the Dead. Had her sign that for me. She's just a complete sweetheart. And this movie, you know, my friend Chris recommended it to me. I'll be honest, I had no idea what to expect going in. You know, I'm like, oh, maybe they just threw in a couple of Scream Queens together, called it a movie, but oh man, was I wrong. This is a fun little flick, man. You got all these Scream Queens in here. You got Darcy DeMoss, Linnea Quigley, Brink Stevens. You got Michelle Bauer down there, Denise Duff, Jacqueline Lavelle. I mean, it's a pretty fun flick, man. It's this like obsessed super horror fan. He's just obsessed with all these different Scream Queens, right? And he decides to take it upon himself to capture each and every one of them. He puts them like in these weird little cells, like in his basement, and he plays these really like bizarre games. He's just pretty much, best way to explain it, he kind of is reenacting scenes from all these you know, cult classic films that these Scream Queens have been in. So it's a pretty fun flick, man. You guys should, I definitely recommend this movie. And Chris, thanks so much for even recommending this to me, man. I would have never known about this film if it wasn't for you. So huge thanks for that. And next up, Lauren Lester was scheduled Lauren Lester from Evil Speak was at Days of the Dead, and I had no idea that he actually did the voice of Robin and Nightwing, that one being one of my favorite characters in the Batman universe, back on a little show called Batman the Animated Series and the New Adventures of Batman from the 90s. If you guys remember that, that was pretty freaking awesome meeting him. Had no idea he was Robin or Nightwing. If you flip that over, I got Captain Spaulding himself. Check that out, guys. Sid Haig was signing autographs. Had him sign his autograph there to Christian, if you guys can see that. And I also noticed, if you guys can check him out, Blade from Puppet Masters hiding right there. And Dave Dakota at the Full Moon booth was signing, so I figured, hey, why not? Let's do that. So, God, this frickin' piece of artwork is just amazing. I saw this at Sid Haig's table, and I just had to pick it up. I couldn't resist, guys. Alright, guys, next up, got these awesome t-shirts here. Man, you know what? It took me so long to decide which shirts I even wanted to get at this one t-shirt booth at Days of the Dead. I mean, they just had so many to choose from. You know, they had like Night of the Living Dead, Motel Hell. They had like various different ones, actually. Oh my God, those are so many movies I loved, and I had to choose something, so I have to choose the ones I love the most. Starting with this one, Night of the Creeps. If you guys haven't seen this movie, highly recommend. I mean, Tom Atkins is the fucking man. Come on. If you guys haven't seen this movie, you should. Moving on, Motel Hell. Loved this one. I had always heard good things about it. One day at a flea market, it was for like $5, I think. It was the Midnight Movies double feature with another great film called Deranged. That movie's freaking amazing too. If you guys are sleeping on that one, it kind of has like a 1974 Texas Chainsaw Massacre kind of vibe to it, you know what I mean? So, I highly recommend that movie as well. This one, I mean, come on. It's right there, tagline. Takes all kinds of critters to make Farmer Vincent fritters. Right, Chris? Moving on, Monster Squad. I mean, this one too. Come on, if you guys are sleeping on Monster Squad, I mean, what have you been doing? You got, right there, you got all the Universal monsters, the Frankenstein, Dracula, the Mummy, Creature from the Black Lagoon, the Wolfman. I mean, come on. Wolfman's got nards. How can you go wrong? Alright, guys, next up. I think the shirt is self-explanatory. But, for those of you who don't know, Nelson and Murdoch, there's a little Netflix show called Marvel's Daredevil, which if you guys aren't familiar with, is fucking amazing. I saw this shirt, absolutely had to pick it up, love it. And now if we could scroll over here to the right, oh, who's that? Boy! I'm sorry guys, I had to do that. Anyway, I saw this shirt at the t-shirt place, and I just had to pick it up. A little disappointed. Reggie Bannister was actually there, and they didn't have any Phantasm 5 Ravager t-shirts on sale, which me and my friend Chris thought that would have been fucking awesome. But I mean, hey, you can't win them all, right? If I couldn't get that one, at least, what's better than the original? Alright guys, next up, as you can see here, I have a full-size Return of the Living Dead poster. John Russo was at Days of the Dead signing. He's wonderful. He's worked on a lot of things, Return of the Living Dead, Night of the Living Dead, you name it. They were working on a new film, I believe it was called My Uncle John is a Zombie, if I recall correctly. He was in full makeup and everything. It was pretty freaking cool. He signed it there, as you guys can see. Moving on. I always make it a habit, since it used to happen to me all of the freaking time, where I would run into, I'm a huge Friday the 13th just nerd. I love that freaking series to death. Like, words cannot describe how I feel about those movies. And, there'll be times where I go to conventions and someone from the series will just randomly show up, and I was like, crap, I don't have my damn poster for them to sign. So now, I make it a habit to actually bring this thing to every single signing, convention, you name it. I always bring it. And this year, so Derek Mears shows up to Days of the Dead unannounced, and I go up to him and I'm like, respectfully, of course, I have no idea you were going to be here, but I brought my Friday the 13th poster. I was wondering if you would sign it. And Derek is just freaking amazing. As you guys can see there, he even wrote Murder You Soon, Derek Mears, Jason F1309. That man is the most humble celebrity you will ever meet. He's freaking awesome. Love that I got a new signature added to this. You guys can see there, I have a few already. Got Tommy Jarvis, Steve Miner, director of parts 2 and 3, Tom Morga, Jason/Roy from Friday the 13th Part 5, Tom McLaughlin, director of part 6, Tom Savini, makeup artist, of course, special effects artist. We have Ted White, who is Jason in the final chapter. And, of course, what's a Friday the 13th poster without Kane Hodder? Jason for The New Blood, Jason Takes Manhattan, Jason Goes to Hell, and Jason X, of course. So I'm hoping to add, obviously, you know, way more signatures to this. Hopefully some more Friday people come to LA soon enough. God, I just love both of these freaking posters. I love that I at least got one used signature on both of these bad boys, and hoping to get some more. Alright guys, next up, got some more autographs at the show. Now before anyone says anything, no, George Romero was not at Days of the Dead Los Angeles. What happened was, they were actually giving out free autographs if you bought the weekend pass for Days of the Dead Los Angeles before March 7th, I believe it was. You got a free autograph, and luckily for me, this was one of the autographs that they had, so how could I not pick this up? Next up, if you're a fan of playing games, you might recognize, you know, little someone called Jigsaw from the Saw series. Had him sign this awesome 8x10 for me. He was freaking amazing to meet as well, man. I didn't really know what to expect from him, you know. I had never met the guy before. First time. Total freaking gentleman, man. Cool dude. This I actually purchased for a friend of mine. Shout out to Ouija. Next time I see you, this is going to be waiting for you. And last but definitely not least, had Felissa Rose sign a little camp, you guys might recognize, Camp Arawak, little film called Sleepaway Camp. Check that out. It's pretty freaking sweet, right? Alright guys, that about wraps up this video. To sum it up really quick, Days of the Dead 2016, very mixed feelings on this one. 2013, 2014, awesome. 2015, they skipped, no idea why. This year's show, I don't know, man. It could have used like a little something else, you know, maybe like a little horror museum, kind of like Monsterpalooza does. The negatives, definitely the bullshit, overpriced autographs. Most guests were like $40, and then an additional $10. That's like $50 just for one person, when it used to be like, what, $20? And yeah, the pricing, which, I mean, $80 for a certain set of twins, you know, that were in one film that I know of, which I really wanted to meet, but was disappointed by those prices, man, let me tell you. The positive, all the guests were freaking amazing. I mean, luckily, most of the autographs that I actually got, about like 80% of them were actually free, so those guys that did that for me, you guys are freaking amazing. Yeah, you know who you are. Let's see, what else? I mean, yeah, the positive, definitely you guys, man. I mean, everybody is just amazing. Everybody from Felissa Rose, Sid Haig, Dave Dakota, Derek Mears, Phil Lamar, all you guys, man. You guys are honestly what made this show fucking amazing. Seriously, I can't thank you guys enough. Deranged Duncan, shout out. Chris, always love hanging out with you, brother. Look forward to the Hollywood show this coming week, so you guys stay tuned for that. I'll see you.